Hey guys, Sophia here.
What's up guys? Derek. We are so excited for what we're gonna bring to y'all today.
So, the topic we were gonna bring to y'all today is change.
So fun fact about me and Sofia. So we used to date actually, and then we hated each other. And listen, when I say that we hated each other, I mean we were trying to rip each other's lives apart. All right, that drastic, absolutely crazy. But now we've come together to create this channel.
And why I decided to bring Derek on is because obviously, if y'all have met me before, I'm kind of all over the place. I have, a tendency to be ADHD. So I needed someone who was consistent, who could help me be accountable for the content I bring you guys.
So yes, we came together because Sofia is very knowledgeable in the fitness and nutrition aspect of things, and I myself am into personal development and spirituality. We just figured that by both of us putting our heads together and coming with all that we know, we'd be able to create a very, very cool channel for you.
We have some crazy stories, guys. Derek almost died at my house 5 years ago. We had to revive him. He kidnapped me, and I may or may not have almost stabbed him. We have come from a very toxic place and healed in our journey, and those stories are for another time, but for today, we're gonna bring you this topic of change.
The reason that we're talking about the topic of change today is because me and this one right here were absolutely crazy. And for me personally, I was addicted to heroin for about 10 years. Started when I was 17, and from 17 to 27, 12 different overdoses. I almost lost my legs. I have these huge scars on my legs. It looks like a shark bite on the left side of my hip. And my left foot is still a little paralyzed.
I can confirm.
Yes, 100%. And also, one night when I was 20, I took 8 hits of LSD, and I ended up getting butt naked, and I got shot 4 times, twice in the back, once in the chest, once in the leg, and I ended up going to prison for 4 years because of that. So I believe in change because it's not the way that my life looks anymore.
Exactly, and I can honestly look back at my past life, and that looks like me being alcoholic to the max, constantly getting arrested, going to the hospital for self-harm, just really in a place where I hated myself. I didn't know what to do to change it. Finally, I came to, I was actually on a shroom trip. I took some mushrooms and I was tired of living the way I was living, and I decided, to do this journey by myself, and I came out almost like I could see myself from somebody else's view. The way I was living basically was going to end me up dead or in jail, and I was over it and I was ready to make a change. And we both are living proof that you can change. I think both of us can look back at our past and it doesn't even feel like we were that person.
Oh, completely different.
Yeah, completely different. And so we just want to give a little bit of insight. Our generation can kind of struggle with addiction, and I'm just share with you our experiences. So Derek, what did you do to break the cycle?
There are several things that I had to do to make a true change, but the thing that sticks out to me the most, it's cutting off the people that you know are not a reflection of the highest version of you. They're essentially not the people that you want to become or grow into. We are the sum of the 5 people that we spend the most time around with. There's a quote, "Show me your friends and I'll show you your future." And whenever I got to a place to where I found one question that I could ask myself that I didn't know then, but I found out was gonna change everything. The question was, what would the highest version of Derek do in this situation? And I continued to ask myself that question over and over and over. And when you continue to follow that, you act through it and you change. What are you doing over there, playing with the plants?
Yes.
Okay, well, we're doing a recording, so I need you to focus.
Focusing.
All right, that ADHD. Okay, I got a question for you.
What's that?
How did you break the cycle?
I broke the cycle by also, changing up my friend circle. I also got into the rooms of AA. I got a sponsor. I did the 12 steps. I started, being of service for the nonprofit that I was part of for over 2 years. I still felt like something was missing. I decided to go to church, and little by little, I found the missing piece, and I have a connection now with Jesus and with God, and I feel that every day I can choose joy. And let me tell you, it hasn't been rainbows or butterflies either. I have been grieving. I lost my brother about 2 years ago, so it's not been an easy journey. But I really do think you can wake up every day and choose joy and see the beauty in life, even through all the hardships, and that's been a big game changer. So today, it looks like self-love, and if you think about it, you think of a healed person, they are gonna take care of their health, they are gonna take care of their fitness. They care what's around them and what they absorb because they genuinely love themselves. Whereas a sick person, they don't care about themselves, they don't care about you. They're not
gonna care about anybody.
No, they're not gonna be working out, that saying where sick people hurt people. Is that the saying? Hurt people?
I don't know.
Sick people?
Hurt people, hurt people?
Hurt people, hurt people.
Oh, yeah.
That's it, not sick people, hurt people. Sorry if you're sick, you don't hurt people. But yes, and I think that's just really key to know that it's like, when you love yourself, you build that foundation of how others are gonna treat you, and you build that foundation for yourself. And it all starts with yourself.
Yes, that's so good. Self-love it's so funny because I would see self-love was kind of this trending topic. Not even like a topic, but it was just like a thing that everybody would say. And I had no idea what it meant. And I went to go research it. And all that I would find was, self-love is just going and taking a walk with yourself or taking a bubble bath.
Meditation.
Right. And I'm like, but what is it? How do you actually build it? And I have to pull up my phone. I'm sorry, I don't have this memorized, but I wrote down something that I figured out when I finally reached a place of loving myself. And I think this is what I call the self-love equation. So it goes like this. Repetitively doing hard things is the main ingredient to self-confidence. Having ruthless discipline is the main ingredient to self-respect. A habit of constantly telling yourself the truth is the main ingredient to self-trust. Being compassionate towards yourself is the main ingredient to a high self-esteem. And the four blended together create self-love. So essentially self-love is self-confidence, self-respect, self-trust, and self-esteem. And that is what actually creates the feeling inside you to where you're not only satisfied with yourself, but you're satisfied with life. You love life. You wake up in the morning and you're ready to get it. That is what self-love is.
That's sounding a lot like my pre-workout in the morning.
Heck yeah.
I think that couldn't be more true. Self-confidence, self-compassion, it really does play a role in how you treat yourself and how you treat others. So, yes.
100%.
Also, pain can be a big motivator to change as well, because we don't want to be in pain.
Absolutely, yeah. There's this super, super awesome quote that just blew my mind when I heard it. And it's kind of hard to wrap your mind around, so if you need to take a second to pause this video to actually ponder it, by all means, go ahead. So it goes like this. The pain to change has to be less than the pain to remain the same. So in other words, it has to hurt more to stay the same than however painful it will be to change.
Yeah, and I think both of us obviously have been on that pain threshold where it just got to the point where, what was the point of living? We had to get to that extreme, of you ending up in the hospital, me as well, that we were able to, do what we needed to do and be where we are today.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I was hurting.
I was hurting. My heart.
Yeah, my heart, my body. Look, there was this one time, when me and her first started dating, I was in a hospital, and it was after my 11th overdose. No, it was my 12th overdose, excuse me. And I was a bobblehead. My head was doing this.
I don't know what I was thinking because I probably was like, oh, he's so unstable. I love him.
Yeah, it was terrible. She's just looking at me like I'm a normal human being, but I'm over here just like, hey. And I couldn't control it. And I was like, am I gonna be like this forever? That was actually a critical point for me to want to change, because I'm like, I already messed up my leg. Like, my left foot's paralyzed. Now I'm gonna be a bobblehead for the rest of my life. So obviously I wanted to avoid the pain of, just messing up myself further.
We would like to know what y'all think. Do y'all think people change? And if so, what is the big motivator? If you did change, what was your big motivator? Was it love? Was it pain? Was it both?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. What was it that actually kind of broke the seal for you to want to transform and become a better version of yourself?
Anyways, guys, thank you for joining this episode. We will bring more, and we hope you enjoyed it.